Prime Minister Narendra Modi kick-started his 5-day Japan trip by signing the crucial Kashi-Kyoto agreement aimed at modernizing the ancient temple town into a smart city. Prime Minister Modi wants to set up 100 smart cities in the country and is looking at Japanese cooperation. The Kashi-Kyoto agreement underlines Prime Minister Modi's dream of developing his parliamentary constituency as a 21st century city and yet retain its cultural heritage. This is Prime Minister Modi's first bilateral visit outside the subcontinent as a PM, and he has a substantive agenda during his 5-day trip. Sources say the PM hopes that with this trip the government will be able to write a new chapter in bilateral relations and cooperation with Japan. The Prime Minister is travelling with a power-packed delegation of businessmen and industrialists. Big names like Mukesh Ambani, Gautam Adani, Azim Premji, Chanda Kochar and Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw are part of the Prime Minister's delegation. Let's get in a word from our Strategic Affairs editor Gaurav Sawant, who's joining us from Kyoto. Gaurav, good evening. A crucial agreement that's been signed between Prime Minister Modi and his Japanese counterpart. Can you share some details with us?
Well, this was a project which was very close to Prime Minister Narendra Modi's heart. He is a member of parliament from Kashi, and when he filed his nomination papers as a candidate from Varanasi, he had promised the people of Varanasi that he would change the way the city looks. He would turn it into a 21st century smart city, and this agreement, smart city project between India and Japan, between Kyoto and Kashi, is the first step in that direction. The aim is to retain the tradition, the culture, the heritage of Varanasi and yet transform the city into a 21st century modern city. Now, what does this mean? There are some parameters. One is pollution. The city has to be pollution free. The second thing, it has to have energy requirement, roads, cleanliness, internet connectivity, security. There are several parameters, and the effort is to bring Kashi to the level of Kyoto. That is what Prime Minister Narendra Modi's team will now endeavor to do, Simi.
Well, thanks so much for that update. We'll keep coming back to you for more. The Prime Minister has taken his dream team along with him for his Japan visit. Top bureaucrats and industrialists who own multi-million-dollar businesses in the country are with him on this trip. PM Modi has been talking about infrastructure advancements, especially in the transport sector. Here's what PM Modi could be eyeing while in Japan.
Japan's shiny superfast train sets rail boosters high on Modi's Japan agenda.
We are ready to embark on a 500-kilometer long train journey on board this Shinkansen Nozomi 700. This is the fastest train between capital Tokyo to Kyoto, and this train will cover that 500-kilometer long journey in about 2 hours and 15 minutes. This is the Shinkansen, the bullet train. This means, Nozomi means hope, and this is the journey of hope. Will India get that bullet train remains the big story.
In rail-mad Japan, bullet trains are an obsession. And this one promises a plush ride at top speed of 300 kilometers per hour.
The great bullet train dream. Prime Minister Narendra Modi dreams of getting a bullet train like this, the original Japanese Shinkansen, into India. We are now traveling on a bullet train from Japan's capital Tokyo to the heritage city of Kyoto. This is a green car. We are traveling in extremely popular bullet train here in Japan. Speeds of up to 300 kilometers per hour. Let's take you for a ride in this bullet train.
Inside, it's an understated but luxurious ride. Aircraft-style seats, but with more legroom. And yes, you get to sample sumptuous delicacies on board.
マザー・テレサがアイスクリームを召し上がった後にアイスクリームのカップとスプーンをありがとう
He has been serving on this train for the past 30 years, and one of the persons he served was Mother Teresa, and he says that Mother Teresa, when she boarded this bullet train for the first time, she was overwhelmed. He served her ice cream, and she did not throw away the ice cream cup and the spoon. She washed it here on board the train and kept it as a souvenir. And she too was very impressed traveling on the Shinkansen.
And then there's the watchful staff, well dressed but ready to intervene with disobliging urban grimness.
जबरदस्त अनुभव था जब मदर टेरेसा इसी बुलेट ट्रेन में आई और मदर टेरेसा ने यहाँ पर आइसक्रीम खाई. No camera, no camera, no camera. The train fare between Tokyo and Kyoto is about 13,500 yen. Now, if you were to roughly calculate this and convert this into Indian rupees, it would be about 6,500 rupees. And many would ask, can people in India afford this fare? If we were to say between Mumbai to Ahmedabad, which is Prime Minister Narendra Modi's dream, to have a bullet train for 500 kilometers, would people be willing to pay 6,500? We spoke to some passengers on board this train, and they say time is money, and paying 6,500 rupees and reaching in 2.5 hours and safe is well worth it.
No wonder the sprawling Tokyo terminals see an avalanche of footfalls daily. But extra security is always at hand to keep commuters at safe distance from the glistening locomotives. Japan has ensured that it makes zero compromise on safety. So the dazzlingly white and serpentine Shinkansen is even quake-proof. Indians who have tasted the ride want more of it and want it in India.
Tell me about your experience traveling in a Shinkansen.
Yeah, just we have started at 9:23 and we reached to the Kyoto at 9:45 minutes. Within 25 minutes we have crossed the 134 kilometers. It is amazing experience.
It is the wish and dream of every citizen that India runs a bullet train as early as possible. Madam Speaker, Indian Railway is on its way to fulfill that long cherished dream. I propose bullet trains by starting off with an early identified Mumbai-Ahmedabad sector where a number of studies have been done.
They say if you want a sense of Japan, take the train. How long before you get to say the same?
The journey from Tokyo to Kyoto took about 2 hours and 15 minutes. The bullet train will now travel all the way up to Osaka. But tremendous excitement on board this train on this journey. There are two classes, the green car and the blue car. Passengers by and large prefer the blue car because it's cheaper. But clearly this is a journey which is well worth it. With cameraman Kirpal Singh, Gaurav Sawant in Kyoto for Headlines Today.